We are talking fear, the gateway to the next level you. You can absolutely get into a new relationship with fear. It doesn't have to be something you overcome in one fell swoop, but you can face it by taking steps over time. Sometimes it's a relay and not a sprint. Allow those small but glorious wins build your confidence and propel you forward. You can encourage over your fear because together we can encourage over everything. The Amplified Encourager Group is open now. Ladies! Do you want to reclaim your life and find true fulfillment? Introducing the Amplified Encouragers Group, a community designed exclusively for busy, successful women like you. I understand the demands you face every day. Career, family, and personal obligations can leave you feeling depleted and disconnected. That's why I created the Amplified Encouragers Group, a place where you can rediscover your strengths and ignite your passions. In our group coaching sessions, you'll join a tribe of motivated women who share similar challenges and goals. With me as your certified high-performance coach, I will guide you through a journey of self-discovery, helping you gain clarity, unlock your potential, and create a life you love with even more engagement and joy. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of purpose and excitement. Picture yourself confidently tackling obstacles while inspiring others to do the same. With the Amplified Encouragers Group, you'll learn the strategies of high performance, harness your own potential, and pave the way to even more fulfilling life. But it's not all serious work. Our group is known for its vibrant, supportive community. You'll connect with like-minded women who share experiences, build lifelong friendships. Trust me, amplify your journey and surround yourself with encouragement every step of the way is exactly what you need. So join the Amplified Encouragers Group today and become part of a movement that empowers busy women to embrace clarity, joy, and engagement. Don't wait. Take this first step towards a life of fulfillment. Click the link in the show notes, the Amplified Encouragers Group, where encouragement is everything. Midst of doing all the things, you can do all things and chase your dreams. Stay encouraged as we go on this journey called life, tackling everything that comes our way while we shine our light despite any circumstances we face. No more downplaying or dimming your light, because through the good, the bad, and everything in between, together we can encourage over everything. I have a t-shirt that says, "Fear is nothing more than a state of mind." I wish I was wearing it when I decided to jump into the ocean where it was about 100 feet deep. Oh my goodness. Even just saying it out loud, I'm still amazed. Coming fresh off of my girls' trip to Maui, I'm still reeling from so many amazing experiences. My girls and I used to get together every year for our annual girls' trip. And of course, with COVID, it's been 2 years since we've all been together. Let's just say it's been a different change of pace, going from our last girls' trip to Napa to now finding ourselves in Hawaii. When one of your friends moves there, you got to take the opportunity to make it there. As we planned our festivities, there was a snorkeling excursion that we just couldn't resist. It was a 5-hour tour to snorkel at the Molokini crater and even catch some more whale watching. Now, let me be honest with you and say the opportunity to be on this big, beautiful boat, see some amazing sights and whales along with the glass bottom boat feature all had me sold. Notice I didn't mention anything about snorkeling because I had absolutely no intent on ever making it into the water. Through several strings of group text and all the way leading up to our very first stop at the Molokini crater, I made it clear this chick right here would be happiest on the boat. My friend Carrie kept saying to me she was going to get me in the water, and I was like, nope, I'll be taking pictures of you guys. Now, I've got to give it to Carrie because she could care less about how many times I said no. She continued to invite me anyway. So, first stop, Molokini Crater, and it was stunning. Once inside the crater, you could see clear into the water. The cutest schools of fish made me smile, and I was so content, perched on the top deck of the boat, looking at all the fishies and water goers as they snorkel, scuba, water slide, and swim all around. Hey, encourager, are you ready to supercharge your mornings and make the most out of your day? I've got something super special for you that will help give you the motivation you need to jumpstart your mornings and amplify your productivity. You've got to get your hands on the Amplify Your AM freebie. Get ready to conquer your day like a boss. Let me tell you why this freebie is a total game changer. With Amplify Your AM, you'll receive a powerful toolkit packed with simple morning rituals and motivational strategies to help you unlock your full potential. Imagine waking up feeling energized, confident, and ready to take on any new challenge that comes your way. This is your opportunity to design a morning routine that will set you up for success. Discover and implement practical strategies to increase productivity. Create a morning routine that aligns with your goals. Develop habits that will empower and motivate you, and organize your day for maximum efficiency. Ready to transform your mornings and maximize your time? Click the link in the show notes to grab your Amplify Your AM toolkit now. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your day and achieve your dreams. And tag a friend who needs a productivity boost, and let's crush those goals together. Remember, encourager, every day is a new opportunity to rise and shine. Don't wait any longer. Get your Amplify Your AM freebie today and start creating your dream mornings. You got this. Click the link in the show notes and amplify your AM today. I took pictures and even snagged some video of the glass bottom portion of the boat. I was so happy and content with still zero desire to get in the water. While we parked inside the crater, the water was about 30 feet deep. It was absolutely beautiful. The girls came back on board for a few, and still Carrie is like, come on, let's go get on the slide. Come in the water with us. And I'm still pretty set in my no. And with not even the slightest desire to get in, I watched them head off for yet another go of it. Before I knew it, we were off to the next snorkeling destination. Now, here we are. I see this coastline sprinkled with all of these incredible, beautiful celebrity homes. The water is much deeper and so much more blue, and yet still so gorgeous. I watched the girls hop back into their wetsuits and go for another round. Carrie still with her gentle invitations that I continued to decline. So the boat is pretty much cleared by this time. There was a gentleman standing nearby. He was snapping some pictures, and he says to me, "You should really go in. With a noodle, you'll be fine." I'm not a strong swimmer, so I went in with a noodle and I was fine. My sons are out there now. I mean, they are much stronger swimmers, but there's a lot of lifeguards out there, and with a noodle, you'll be just fine. The whole time, Carrie is on the sidelines like, yes, that's what I've been trying to tell her. And finally, he says, if you're going to go, you've got to go now, since this is our last stop. You won't have another opportunity after this. It was those very words that shifted something in me. And then Carrie added, "I'll be with you the whole time. I'll even hold your hand." Suddenly, there was no fear. I said, "Okay, I'll do it." I got suited up, no problem, but I did get scared getting in. And then once I was in there, I was okay. Carrie held up her promise. She absolutely held my hand and kept reminding me to move my legs. But I was holding on to that noodle for dear life. Now, I got to explain a little bit about Carrie because she's got this amazing, like, school teacher patience and this really calming voice. So if it wasn't for her, I probably definitely would have panicked. I mean, I did get a little more scared when I realized how far away from the boat I had actually gotten. So she went back with me for another noodle. And by the time we went back out, this reality hit me that I was in the ocean, like 100 feet deep zone, and this was not a pool. And suddenly my nerves are shaken. And I just reached that point where I just couldn't do it anymore. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. And our friend Lee looks at me and she says, but you did it. You got in. And just like that instant feeling of failure and shame completely disappeared. Instead, I just felt this extreme sense of pride that even though I was holding on to this noodle with the Vulcan death grip, I paddled my little self back to that boat as quickly as I could to get out. But I was still very proud of myself. I'm still super proud of myself. And I thought a lot about this on my trip. Like, where did this fear of the water come from? I mean, first of all, let me be clear. I haven't swam in like 20 years. And this right here is literally no exaggeration. It's been about 20 years since I've actually swam. And, as I reflect, I did have an uncle who drowned at a very early age. And although when I was growing up, I was never afraid to swim, somehow something switched in me once I had my own son. There was just this fear that became more real. I went from being this fearless 20-somebody to a cautious mommy. And I mean, I kind of equate it to like when I was growing up and I loved scary movies. In fact, I used to laugh at them. But now you can barely pay me to watch a scary movie. It's like an act of Congress just to get me to watch one. So things change, fears change, and I can change too. I just got to go deep. I learned I am stronger and more courageous than I give myself credit for. I can do things I'm scared of. I don't have to do it for long periods of time or even go all the way. I can take some action and the next time I'll take even more action. And one day I really will snorkel. So even for little Miss Independent over here, I was reminded I still need somebody to hold my hand sometimes. I still need some cheerleaders to cheer for me as I face my fears, but I wasn't facing them alone. So my reminder to you is it's okay to need someone to hold your hand through the hard parts. Have people around you who will support you and cheer you on as you face your fears. And if you don't have people in your life that demonstrate this level of kindness, you can start cultivating it right now. You are not listening to this podcast by accident. I'm here for you, and I'm cheering for you loud and obnoxiously in the stands. To conquer your fear, you don't have to go big or go home. You can go small and then hit up the mall. Kind of cheesy, but well, you get my point. Baby steps still count. They add up. And this is why I'm taking this as a glorious win. The gentleman who spoke with me, he struck a chord when he said, if you don't do it now, you won't have another opportunity. Now, where was he when we were only like 30 feet deep? No, I'm really kidding, because there are no mistakes. It wasn't meant for me to be within my comfort zone, which would have been that 30 feet. It was meant for me to take a greater leap into the 100 feet. So much of life is filled with opportunities not taken. Maybe out of fear, being scared, or having a lack mentality and thinking there's all these prerequisites that must be met in order to just go for it. But the truth is, I'll never have that moment again. That day on that boat with those girls, with that gentle stranger, even if we found ourselves together again on another excursion, that day is forever gone. All I have is now. And that is my theme for 2022. I don't have the past, and I have yet to hold the future in my hand. All I have is right now. And all you have is now too. So don't wait until you achieve a certain weight, or your hair is a certain length, or your kids are out of the house. You don't have to wait to achieve a certain status or hit a certain goal. All you have is now. Your life is now. So what fear are you ready to conquer? What baby steps are you willing to take today? You can absolutely get into a new relationship with fear. It doesn't have to be something you overcome in one fell swoop, but you can face it by taking steps over time. Sometimes it's a relay and not a sprint. So allow those small but glorious wins build your confidence and propel you forward. So whether you jump in the 30 or 100 feet, whether you just get in or actually snorkel, when you look fear in the face and do it anyway, you win. You can encourage over your fear because together we can encourage over everything. Encourager, thanks so much for tuning in. My wish for you is to have your encouragement cup filled up. If you enjoyed this episode, there's a few ways to say thank you. Share it with friends. You are a true encourager, sharing encouraging messages to lift others up, because that's just what we do. Leave a review, light me up with some stars, and share your feedback, as this is how we make encouragement a way of life. And to keep the conversation going, connect with me on Instagram at Encourage Over Everything. Check the show notes for today's sponsors and all the ways to work with me and stay connected. I appreciate you. Until next time, I'm sending you love, light, and loads of positivity, because together we can encourage over everything.